Hey, good morning. It's Keto Granny. And I'm just checking in to see how you're doing on your ketogenic diet because I tell you, I have been having trouble myself on this diet since I have been in quarantine. And by that, I mean I have had a quarantine weight gain. Yes, I have. I've had a quarantine weight gain and I am on uh, right back to getting to strict keto. I just cannot regain all this weight that I have lost. So this is my goal. This is why I'm making this video because I'm not about to sit up here and just regain all this weight. No, and don't you do it either. Don't you do it either. We're going to have to encourage each other and give each other a lot of tips. Give me some tips. Help me. Help me. Please help me, help me, help me, help me. Oh, there's just been so much going on, but I'm not going to address any of that here. We're here to talk about the ketogenic diet, intermittent fasting, exercise. And exercise, that's been the hardest thing for me to get in here lately. I have started back using my Fitbit because using my Fitbit, that helps me to at least work toward getting steps every day. Now, I may not get a bunch of steps, but my goal is 12,000 steps a day. So I aim to get 12,000 a day. It got pretty easy for me to get to 10,000 steps a day. So I wanted to um, put a little bit of work, a little bit of more work in on it. And I decided to add 2,000 more steps to my daily goal. And I mean, that makes me really work because I'm already working to get to 10,000. When I get to 10,000, getting close, I get happy. And then I remember, hey, I got to do 2,000 more. So that, like I say, that little extra push, whatever it takes to give you that little extra push, try putting that in this week. Add that little extra thing in that's going to give you that little extra push to go just a little bit further. And so that's what I'm concentrating on for myself is adding in exercises, motivational type of activities, um, whatever it involves. That's what I'm going to do to make sure that I'm motivated, to stay on point, and I'm focused to stay on point. So to do that, um, look at you some YouTube videos, do you some research on YouTube or Google it. Learn all you can, about whatever you are doing, your ketogenic diet. Um, I still Google things. I still listen to others talk about their experience with the ketogenic diet because the more that I have stayed on the diet is similar, I want to say, for basically for everyone. But then there are a lot of different changes because you have the vegetarian keto. You have some people who are doing keto that seem like they lean a little bit toward paleo, and keto where they're using leaner meats, keto where the regular keto where they have the fattier meats. But there are so many different versions of the ketogenic diet I'm finding out since I've been doing keto. So you can do the ketogenic diet, or if it's a diet that you're interested in, do your research. And then, if it's something you want to try, talk to your doctor or whatever, especially if you're on medications or whatever. Now, you have some doctors that agree that the ketogenic diet is a good diet, but you also have some doctors who disagree about the ketogenic diet, and they may not give you an okay to do this diet. But the ketogenic diet is a diet simply where your body is going to be burning a different type of energy. Right now, more than likely, your body is burning sugar or burning glucose. Insulin is its main, what I want to say, its main source of energy. Sugar, glucose, all of that. To me, insulin, glucose, sugar, all of that means the same thing, okay? So this is what your body already operates on. But I would think that the easier fuel for your body to operate on is going to be ketones. It's the cleanest fuel I know. And to me, it seems like way back when, like way, way, way back in the days of troglodyte. Have y'all heard that song? But anyway, If you remember that song, Chocolate Diet, and they talk about going way, way, way back in the days of Chocolate Diet. I believe that's how it went. But anyway, that song, we're going to go back to the days of Chocolate Diet. I believe they ran on ketones. I didn't see them having no boxed cereals. I didn't see them having no cookie, no cake, no pies, no pastry. I didn't see having none of that boxed food, none of that go. They didn't have no drive-thrus to go through Lotta Burger and Whataburger and Dairy Queen, Wendy's, McDonald's. They didn't have none of that stuff. None of that. Everybody ran on ketones, and you see them running through the jungle. Running from the animals. But you see them running from the animals. You see them running all, just had on their little bitty outfits. But they was doing it. They was healthy. I don't remember seeing no fat people that I seen. Have you ever seen that movie? The Land That Time Forgot, some of those movies. Those people were fit. They didn't have no fat people running around with dinosaurs chasing them and lizards after them. Not even in the movies. So I know they didn't have it in real life. Of course, all this is in joke and in fun. But, it's simple, people. It is so simple. Would you rather have your body run on sugar, or would you rather have your body run on ketones? Ketones is the cleaner fluid, the cleaner energy. That's the best one. That's the one you want your body to run on. And it's not hard to do. You just got to drop carbs from your diet. Drop carbohydrates, lower your carbohydrates, and you're going to start burning ketones, or body's going to start producing a little bit more ketones. Just drop your carbs. That means stop eating things like cake, cookie, pies, stop eating your breads. It sounds like a lot of different foods that you have to give up. And it is. Yes, it is. And it is. You have to give those foods up. You have to remember, you have to give up something in order to get something. That's the problem nowadays. Everybody wants something for nothing. Everybody wants something and don't want to give up anything, but they want to reap the benefits. Well, that's one thing. If you want to reap the benefits of the ketogenic diet, you're going to have to give up eating certain foods. So think about it. Get that through your skull. You're going to have to give up eating certain foods. As on any diet, if you want to lose weight, you want to get healthy, and you want to be successful. So that's what we're talking about. That's what I'm talking about anyway. I want you to lose weight. I want you to be successful. I want you to feel better because you can. That was the hardest thing for me, especially as I was in my 50s. I started making excuses for myself in my 40s. I figured that, hey, I'm big, and that's just what it is. That's how I'm going to be. There's no way I'm going to lose weight because I didn't see other women losing weight. I'm from down south. You hear me? I'm from further down south than I am up where I am now. So as far as having the pretty little petite shape, in your up in age, I didn't see that. No. We had, down south, we got some big healthy women like me. We got big healthy women walking around where we got the big donka-donks and the small, tiny waist, most of us anyway. But we are healthy women, and I couldn't understand, well, why is she so little? Why does she look like that? If you're living in a different part of the country, and different part of the United States, and you see people in another part of the United States, you can't actually be thinking like that because different parts of cities where people live, some parts are more, I want to say, reserved or more of a community type where they don't have a lot of the things that in the big cities have. So that's true. I remember when I first moved from the country to the city, I felt like that story, the little country mouse going, into the city. And I used to relate a lot to that story. I was the little country mouse coming to the city. So, I would read that story about the little country mouse, how he would come to the city and just be astounded by what he saw. That was the same way with me growing up. My father moved us from the country My father moved us from the country and he moved us to the city. And when I say the country, I mean like a little small town, little small country town in Oklahoma. Yeah, everyone who knows me, they knows that's where I'm from. That's where I'm from. I'm from a little town, a little small town in Oklahoma. Yes. And then I moved to what we call the city. And the city, well, not much of a city, but it was city compared to what I knew, Albuquerque, New Mexico. All the way from a little town called Milo, Oklahoma to Albuquerque, New Mexico. But anyway, I used to love still to go home to the country. And when I get home to the country, I was a tomboy. I was a tomboy. I couldn't wait. I'd get out the car. I'd be running out the car, running to go see everybody. And then from there, I got to go visit the animals. I had to go run the chickens. I had to go get the eggs out the chicken house. I had to go look at the pigs and oink at them and watch them eat food and get scared because I was really scared of them. But I would still go look at them and throw stuff at them and just really wonder in amazement, sit there and look at them eating stuff. And then, help them get the cows in the evening, that kind of stuff. I used to love to go to the country. I had so much fun. And I have, that's where my people are. Most of my people are in the country, and mostly in Oklahoma. And I love to go home for my family reunions. Yes, I love to go home for my family reunions. But anyhow, I have always been big. When I say big, I mean big. People who always tell me, oh, she's so pretty. But I know they would, but she's so big. You know how people always say, you have such a pretty face. They never just say nothing about the rest of me. If you have been big, then you know what I'm talking about. If you if you weigh a lot, weigh a lot. So what I'm saying is you can change your life. You can change your life if you want to. I did. It wasn't easy to do, so I don't ever want to give that impression that it was easy to. It was not easy to do. I learned about the ketogenic diet. I started doing the ketogenic diet once I understood and got it right. I started doing the ketogenic diet, and to date, I've lost 125 pounds on the ketogenic diet. Now, there were many, many times that I fell off on the ketogenic diet. A lot of people say they started keto and they've been on keto for 2 or 3 years and they have never fallen off that diet. I don't know about that. Because I tell you, sometimes even now, I get the urge where I want to have carbs. And you know what? I have those carbs. I've been looking at stuff where people have these carb days. Some people do it like once a week. They have carb up days. But then you have to eat the right kind of carbs, So, but I have days that I crave carbs. So I do little meal preps. When I say mini meal preps, I'll prepare something and have it in the refrigerator. If I'm making a meal, I'll prepare a little bit of extra so I can have it in the refrigerator. Like last night, I had enchilada casserole. And it's a keto-friendly keto casserole. And in this casserole, you can add what you want. You can add your olives, you can add your mushrooms, you can add anything extra that you want in this casserole when you're cooking. But last night, I kept it simple, just with the 4 net gram tortillas, with my ground seasoned meat, with shredded cheese. And then after I layered all this up like I wanted, which I said, if you want to add in olives and different things, you can do that to your dish. And then topped it off with cheese. And then popped it in the oven for about half an hour. And you have a full meal for your family and everyone. I'm going to pop some pictures of that up above. Now, I didn't take any pictures of the dishes after I make them because you can add your lettuce and different trimmings to this. You add your sour cream, your salsa, just whatever you like. And it's really a filling and good meal. But there are many, many good foods that you can eat on the ketogenic diet. When I first started, I didn't know this. But as I learned, I found that there were many, many good meals that I could have and that you can have I don't want to say not unlimited amounts, but you eat until you're satiated on this diet. You eat until you're full. And that's what I did when I first started. And I really didn't think I was going to lose any weight, but I did. And it was because I was eating fat. And they give you more energy. And as you eat more fats, your cravings are going to change. Your cravings are going to go down. You're going to have less cravings. So you're going to start eating less food. When I started doing that, that's when I added in the intermittent fasting. I started following Dr. Jason Fung because him and Dr. Berg, Dr. Eric Berg, Dr. Jason Fung, and Dr. Ken Berry, these were the major people that I followed on YouTube. Oh, yes, and Keto. I followed these people on the ketogenic diet, and I was successful. I learned a lot, and I even went through classes to become a ketogenic keto an intermittent fasting coach because I just wanted to share information to others to let them know. If you're like me, you can lose weight. You can understand that everything is based upon insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is the culprit to a lot of different diseases and disorders that we have. Anyhow, I've got to end this video because it's really getting too long and it's going to stop in just a moment. So I want to say, if you have enjoyed this video or any of the information that I'm giving to you, please subscribe to my channel. If you're over the age of 40, 50, or 60, I myself am going on 65 years old, and I was able to lose this weight in 2 years. So but within 10 to 11 months on the diet, I had already lost 100 pounds. So this diet is a good diet to follow. So please subscribe to my channel, like, share, and comment below as to the type of diet that you're doing if you're thinking about dieting. If you need any help, leave questions and I'll answer them for you. This is Keto Granny saying, have a great day and stay focused on you and your health to get better.